If you've been struggling with language learning, I'm going to introduce you to your new best friend, and you're not going to struggle anymore. It's called ChatGPT, and it can help you learn any language easier than ever before. If you're tired of struggling with language learning on your own, ChatGPT is a great way to help you. It can do a lot of things, and it can help you learn a language also. If you don't know what ChatGPT is, it's a really helpful AI tool that can talk to you like it knows everything in the world. So you can also use it as an AI language coach, and it's always ready to help 24/7, every day, every hour, it can help you. It has advanced technology that can help you make personalized lesson plans, quizzes, and you can even have a conversation with it in the target language you want to practice. So if you want to step up your language game, join the AI revolution and start using ChatGPT to help you with your language progress. First, I want to show you how to set it up. It's really easy. You can do it in 5 minutes. Just go to openai.com and create a free account. This tool doesn't cost anything to use. It's completely free. You just create a free account first, go to the website, openai.com, sign up with your email address. You'll want to create a password, and then you'll have to confirm your email address. So after you create your account, open up your email, verify your account, and you're ready to log in. You can open the AI platforms, ChatGPT, and you can use the AI image generating resources. Once you're logged in, you're ready to start using it. So when you see this blank screen, it might be intimidating, but I'm going to show you how to get started really fast using ChatGPT to learn a foreign language. You can do things like create your own custom lesson learning plan based on how much time you have available and how fast you want to learn and what you want to learn. You can specify what level you want to study, and it can create basically anything for you. It can have a natural language conversation with you so you can practice speaking and writing in real time. And one of the most useful things is that you can build your vocabulary and grammar skills with games and quizzes, whatever you can think of and more. So I got 8 ideas for you how you can start using ChatGPT to learn a foreign language. Here's the first idea. Create your custom lesson learning plan. I think this would be a great place to start and the most important step. So it can give you tips, advice, but it can make a detailed lesson plan for you day by day, outlining the steps you need to take. So earlier today, I asked ChatGPT to create a custom lesson learning plan for me. I asked it to create a plan where I have 1 hour a day to learn, and I want to progress from an A1 to A2 level German. So it said, sure, here's a custom German language learning plan for you. It said first, goals. First step is to establish clear goals for your language learning. Have 1 hour a day to learn. It's possible to reach an A2 level in about 4 to 6 months, with consistent practice and effort, of course. Then study material. It suggests some resources for learning German, online and offline. Here are some online resources like Duolingo, Babbel, Memrise, German Pod 101, and some popular online platforms. Some books it suggests. Deutsch im Blick or Schritte International, so you could just look those up and go find a textbook for your German class. Audio resources. Listening to German audio can help improve your listening skills and pronunciation. You can find German audio resources on YouTube. Study schedule. It says blah, blah, blah. Monday to Friday, start with 10 minutes of warm-up exercise, reading a German text or listening to audio. 40 minutes focusing on vocabulary and grammar with a textbook or online platform. 10 minutes reviewing what you learned and practice writing or speaking in German. And Saturday or Sunday, it suggests 30 minutes of German TV shows or movies with English subtitles. And practice speaking German with a language exchange partner or using an app like Tandem. So that sounds really good to me. Then it says immerse yourself as a key aspect of language learning. Find German speaking opportunities in everyday life. Like find news websites, write your grocery list, speak whenever you can in German. And consistency is key. So that was great. I really liked this plan. But then I went a step further and I said, let's organize daily plans for the first month that focus on different topics. And then it gave me this day-by-day plan for the first month of a German language learning journey, and it's really helpful. It says day 1, Introduction to German Alphabet and Pronunciation. It's exactly where I would start. And so you could either look for a YouTube video on German pronunciation and the alphabet, or you could read it, you could listen to audio recordings, any of that. You'd know exactly what to go and look for. Then day 2, basic greetings and introductions, numbers and telling time, family vocabulary and expressions of possession. So it goes day by day, week by week, everything you should learn, whether vocabulary, likes and dislikes. So if you have no idea where to start, it's just outlined everything for you. This is your whole language learning journey. And if you want it to expand on any day, I'm sure you just type in expand on day 15, expressing location and direction. Create a German lesson for me based on this topic, and it'll do that too. So you see week 4, it goes on and on. You learned all these different topics on all these days and you put in the work and effort, you would be pretty fluent in German. I'm sure you would get to that A2 level. And I think you need to invest about 100 hours to get from A1 to A2. I might be wrong, but I think it's 2 50-hour units. So A1.1 and A1.2 would be together 100 hours. And the next idea is to study vocabulary words and phrases with ChatGPT. So let's say, for example, you want to learn German for a very specific purpose. I want ChatGPT to make me a list of German hospital vocabulary words with their English translations. And include the definite articles. And let's see what it comes up with. It'll create a whole list of German hospital vocabulary that you can use. Here's a list of German hospital vocabulary words and their English translations. Der Arzt, the doctor. Die Krankenschwester, the nurse. Das Krankenhaus, the hospital. And we see this whole list being populated. So let's say we're working in logistics and you're going to Germany. Write me a list of German logistics vocabulary words and their translations in English. Or if your native language is something else, it can translate it into Spanish or anything really. It's a great translator, even more accurate than Google Translate. And so, I don't know, that had some kind of error sometimes, but here we have a really good list to start with, and we can redo this and it'll try again. So let's say we want to try again. This didn't work out so well. Maybe need to reload the page. So that's a really easy way to study the vocabulary list you want. Just type in any topic and it'll make a vocabulary list related to that. My third idea is to create personalized quizzes. So once you've learned a little bit of your target language, you might want to test yourself. It can write exercises for you. It can give you a quiz. So let me show you how to do that. Maybe you want to go back to the topic you were at before. Let's say you learned about German hospital vocabulary and now you want to test your knowledge. You could say, create a quiz on German hospital vocabulary. And it will start creating a short quiz for you on German hospital vocabulary. How do you say hospital in German? And choose from A, B, or C. And you could type in more details to get a better response, like offer 4 different options, A, B, C, and D. You could make it like a multiple choice with 4 different options. And then you can also get the answers here, so you can review if you got it right or not. Of course, you want to do the exercises before you look at the answers. but it'll make a little quiz for you, and it's a really helpful way to progress with your language learning because it can basically be personalized to the exact topics you want to learn. You can also learn grammar and vocabulary with ChatGPT. So just like we created personalized vocabulary lists, we can also make grammar lessons about specific topics. So you want to learn German grammar, but let's say you want to learn German grammar for the tourism and hospitality industry. I'm going to go here, create a German grammar lesson for me on the topic of hospitality and tourism. And it will start creating, well, it'll start having an error. And then it will create a German grammar lesson for me on the topic of hospitality and tourism. It'll even correct my wrong spelling. So let's see, a dative case in German. I didn't specify what kind of grammar lesson, so it's just going to give me any grammar lesson. But let's say you want to learn about the definite and indefinite articles. You could have it create a table for you with all the definite and indefinite articles in the different cases, the nominative, accusative, dative, and you can have it explain to you what all of that means. So here we have a dative case German lesson that uses sentence examples that you might use in the hospitality and tourism industry. Ich schenke dem Reiseleiter ein Geschenk. I give the tour guide a gift. Der Hotelbesitzer bietet den Gästen einen kostenlosen Shuttle-Service an. The hotel owner offers the guests a free shuttle service. So that's awesome. You can learn German, not only a general lesson, but catered specifically to what you want to learn. So it could be any industry. If you're in business, finance, if you're going to be a student and you want to learn like university vocabulary and things for your specific major and what you're studying, it can create something specifically for you, like custom made. And idea number 5 to use ChatGPT to learn a foreign language is getting an instant translation assistance. So if you encounter a word, a phrase, or even an online article that you don't understand and you want to have it in German and English, for example, or Spanish and German, for example, you can do that. So let's use it to do an instant translation for us. Let's say I need some article translated. Let's say, for example, you went to the Deutsche Welle and you're looking for some German news articles to study. And you find this one and you know a lot of the words, but not all of them. So you want to have it in English too to make sure you've understood. It's not a full article. But let's say you copied this and put it in ChatGPT. And you'd say translate into English and then this. And it will start translating for you. Picture of the day. Venice's colorful masks are back. And so you can test your knowledge if you understood everything or just if you need an instant translation. So my idea number 6 is to use ChatGPT to improve your comprehension skills. So if we want to improve our comprehension skills in a foreign language, let's say we ask ChatGPT to write me a story in German for an A1 level student about a hotel visit, for example. And then it'll give me a story in German for an A1 level student, exactly what I asked for. Eine Übernachtung im Hotel. And then I have a little short story here. So I can test my comprehension skills. Let's say I want a specific story or I like specific ideas related to my industry or why I'm learning German. It's more personalized and more catered to my learning experience. So here you get a full story for an A1 level student. And a lot of the times I find that it writes some things in the past tense. It doesn't seem to have done that here. But if you see it's all written in past tense and it's kind of, you haven't learned that yet, then you can ask it to rewrite the story in the present tense. And my 7th idea is to review and practice past lessons. So now in ChatGPT, it will save your past conversations over here on the left. So you can just go back to them and you can review them. You can go on with the conversation and it remembers where you left off. So each conversation, it remembers everything that you talked about previously and uses that information to give you the next response. So you can go back right where you left off with the same topic or the same thing you were doing before. And my 8th idea is to practice your German writing skills. So you can practice your German writing skills by typing something in. And first I would go correct the spelling and grammar in this German sentence. And then I would write my German sentence. Ich haben Hunger. And ask it to correct me. Oh, I didn't even spell spelling correct. Ich habe Hunger. Oh, ich haben Hunger is wrong. Okay. And then you can get your answers corrected. It will tell you the right answer. And those are 8 ways that I would suggest using ChatGPT to learn a language. Most important being creating your personalized lesson plan and having it create every day, every hour, every detail of that plan for you to be really organized from the beginning. But you might still find that the text is still a little bit boring and you need something else. And I kind of combined different AI tools to create resources like these German teaching resources on my website, mygermanizedlife.com, where you can get different teaching resources. These are for German teachers to teach full classes, like 45 minutes to an hour and a half. For example, like Klaus muss zum Arzt. I used AI to create this fascinating German lesson story based on Klaus, who goes to the doctor and needs help in a foreign language. And I also used AI tools to create these AI images for the stories. So you can see the AI created the full story and helps me create full lesson plans. All I have to do is put them together visually, and I got vocabulary lists, flashcards, activities, speaking practice, grammar lessons about German culture, phrases to use at the doctor in Germany. So you can assemble a whole lesson package, then add some visuals, get some AI images and spice up your lesson. Or come to my website, get your full German teaching lesson packages and put it all together for you into a nice package with the text, the images, the ideas, the organization, into something that is useful for your class, whether you are a student or a teacher. If you are a learner, you can learn German grammar, vocabulary, and you can go to my German pronunciation guide where you can learn all about the German language. I would suggest the German vocabulary lessons where you can print out flashcards. For example, let's look at the ultimate German food vocabulary list. I have a lot of free printable flashcards that can be useful for students or teachers in the classroom or for your personal study. And if you go to the German food vocabulary, you can see I have audio recordings, and there should be a free 23 pages of flashcards for you to download. I also have hospital vocabulary, computer vocabulary, and I'm open to suggestions for what the next vocabulary post should be about. So head on over and give me some suggestions so I can make things that are still relevant to you. I really hope that you find ChatGPT useful for your foreign language learning goals and really want to hear in the comments below what you think. And please subscribe to my channel because I have a lot more German language videos coming soon. And every day there's going to be new shorts about learning German, so stay tuned for that. Bye, language learners.